When homeowner Leighton Clapton found this property, it was an old two-bedroomed farmhouse down a panhandle. Loving its privacy, he set about its transformation.
Leighton, you've designed homes and apartments for various people. What was your take on your home?
What grabbed me on this particular house was the whole shape of the house, the U shape around the central living area. And also it needed very little to actually do a lot that would have been a great sort of return at the end of the day. Everything from simple moldings that I put on the windows to the porcelain tiles inside, and carrying through a consistent theme throughout the home.
What made this the perfect location?
The parks. The parks are just the best place for me in Johannesburg. The trees, the old suburb, the traditional look, and also quite a vibey, trendy area as well.
The original garden came right up to the house, so for space, he and Sarah van Herne pushed it back using planters to give symmetry.
This is a really low-maintenance garden. There are no pretty pink or yellow or red roses, no flowers whatsoever.
No, that's what Leighton said, exactly what he didn't want. So when Leighton asked me to come and help him, he just said, please, low maintenance, I'm really busy, I travel a lot, and I spend a lot of time looking after his own clients, that he didn't want to then have to come home and do a whole lot of work in his garden. So he just said, please, bold, big, evergreen, low maintenance.
The one thing that stands out is that orchid lemon tree in the middle of the garden.
Which is what we've talked about a lot. I said to Leighton, you can't leave that lemon tree there. I hope you understand that's not staying. He said, it's staying. It's absolutely staying. So I'm afraid if you can get him to take it out, I'll be thrilled.
Leighton wasn't always in interiors. Musical theatre was his first field, then graphic design. But 10 years ago, he began renovating homes.
Straight away, you get a really masculine feel in this room. Except for the flowers, they add a touch of femininity.
I think it is very masculine, other than the flowers. But I think there are a lot of elements that contrast the contemporary with the more modern, and as well as the classic. For instance, the chandelier with the contemporary shade brings in a lot of contemporary with the classical look and feel. And then the pressed ceilings that we framed against the wall gives a completely different look and feel compared to the more modern contemporary look that we're trying to create here.
It's amazing how the color purple with these couches also gives it quite a bold, strong feel.
It does, and it's also with the glass and the lovely velvets. It gives a great contrast in textures.
Even though the room is really charcoal in color, the white skirting and cornicing really makes the color pop.
It really does, Lorna, and we've carried the same theme throughout the house. Because of the dark charcoal walls, it actually gives a great contrast between the high gloss polished porcelain floors together with the white ceilings.
The master bedroom is based around the thrill you get from staying in a deluxe hotel suite.
This is very dramatic.
It really is, Lorna. It's quite a masculine room if you look at it, but where we've actually been quite clever is we've incorporated a little bit of femininity in the room as well, with the deep buttoned ottoman, the chest of drawers which we've actually sprayed in a silver, but giving a little bit of a feminine look and feel in the room too. We've also reconstituted the cupboards, kept the moulding and the beading, and actually just put on beveled mirrors and chromed the knobs to give it that sort of more contemporized look.
I think really the shades of greys and charcoal give the room dimension, so it's not one-dimensional.
Exactly, it does. And if you look at the silvers and the dark charcoals with the vinyl headboard and the different textures, fabrics as well, it definitely does achieve that.
Kelly charcoal is your favorite color.
He also loves statuario marble, which he's used in all the bathrooms to unify the space. He prefers neutral foundations for elegant finishes to give flexibility if your tastes change.
Leighton, I know this is your home, but I'm sure this is one of my favorite rooms by far. Where did you start?
Lorna, I think where I started was the fireplace. This is the traditional and the original fireplace they had in the home, and what was so appealing to me was the marble they put around it. What was quite nice for us that when we did the house is actually we took the marble and we did exactly the same in all the bathrooms to carry the consistent theme.
Now, the wallpaper is completely different to every other room that I've seen.
It really is. Lorna, I thought, in this particular room, because there's so many charcoals and there's so many different finishes, from the curtains to the silky cushions and the textures on the sofa, I thought this would be a good contrast between this and the high gloss porcelain tiled floor. It'll actually give a nice feel in this room and give a slightly different direction.
It definitely does. Now, there's another interesting thing that I've seen in this house, that magic 8-ball. I have lots of dreams, ambitions, and all kinds of things.
Yes.
So my question for today is, magic 8-ball, will I have a home like this one day? I'm too scared to look. Yes! Looks like yes!
It looks like yes.
Yes! Leighton, you and I are friends forever.
And Lorna can have hers in any colour, as long as it's charcoal.